In June 2021 we were handed the keys to the Normanton Park building, having successfully submitted a business plan outlining our vision for the park and the engagement of the wider community. This also included 2 sports courts, an adjacent pavilion, and changing rooms. The past and present heritage of the park was significant to the local residents, and the buildings and resources were valued markers which we intended to reignite back into community usage. The main building was our initial focus, as it was to become our organisational headquarters for Derby. There had been prior to our occupancy some interest shown from several partners with regards to services that could be offered to the locality, so we were determined to make the space both functional and inviting. The main building was structurally sound and had investments some years ago. However, due to the lack of use it was beginning to show outward signs of neglect. The interior also needed major redecoration and refurbishment. Although well used, most of the fixtures and fittings were damaged or vandalized, which needed replacing to make it acceptable for communal usage. Our first task involving our staff and heritage volunteers was to clear the room of unwanted and redundant items, so a skip was ordered to transition the broken chairs and abandoned sports equipment from the main room and internal cupboards. At the same time, Mother Nature was taking over the surrounding land, which presented a health and safety risk, so this along with the silted guttering was remedied immediately. A remaining audit of the building, resulting in the need to replace all the kitchen equipment and utensils due to health and hygiene reasons. It was evident that the building had been well used but not well looked after, which is something we were keen to address. Despite all these remedial findings, the building represents a real potential to be used in such a way in which all the community can benefit. Our focus over the next couple of months was to ensure that all the operational procedures, fixtures and fittings were serviceable and that our team of heritage volunteers had appropriate training so they could begin to occupy the space, creating a physical presence within the park. We gave our heritage volunteers annual bus passes, so they could travel throughout the city to support all of our wider projects. We wanted them to be integral to developing community projects, so we also ran one of 2 national community organizing training programs and a series of shorter general courses, so they and the wider community could take part in deepening their social skills. We hope to build on this initial period of development in the coming months, and we will create another update so you can view our progress. Thank you for listening.